Okay, MegaWhale team, welcome back to our channel. Thanks for tuning in today's video. Today's video is a really important update for Bitcoin on the short term. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, including the bull market, bear market, can the price rise from here, will it drop from here, how significant was that recent price candle on the daily, and what can we expect going forward. If you want to find out all these things, stick around to the end of the video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, leave any questions down below, and click the links in the bio to find out our Twitter, our Telegram, and more. Let's dive right in. So currently Bitcoin has rejected from the major trigger zone at 42,000. In the last video we said if the price pushed upwards over this purple line, over the 100-day moving average, we would see a short-term move up to 42,000. We did in fact see that move play out. Since then we got rejected, and no surprise, it was a very strong resistance zone. Not only did we have the resistance of this horizontal level, but if we bring up the bull market support band, we also got rejected from the bull market support band. And if we bring up the 4 hour, we got rejected from the 100-day moving average on the 4 hour. So we got like 5 different resistances at this level here. Very strong resistance level. And I actually posted on Twitter last night saying, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a strong rejection from this point. And we have actually seen that occur. So the question is, what now? You know, what happens now? Do we go back to our bearish sentiment? Are we going to go back down? We're going to lose this $39,000 level and just crash again? Is that going to happen? Or are we going to kind of hold value around this level and push upwards and break past 42,000? And of course, if we do break past 42,000, we are heading up to 44K. All right, that's an inevitable move. There's a huge gap there, and the price will move upwards quite fast. So keep that in mind. So before we get dived into the market for Bitcoin, I do want to go ahead and bring up the total cryptocurrency market cap, because this is a really important chart when you're gauging the overall market, particularly the overall market strength and moves and directions. And we do have to be, I guess we do have to keep in mind we are above this 100-day moving average on the daily. So while we're above this 100-day moving average, and same with Bitcoin, while we're above the 100-day moving average on a daily, we have to have a somewhat of an optimistic outlook, because it is indicating that a short-term price direction is more likely to rise than it is to fall. All right. Now, in saying that, if we do lose the 100-day moving average on the Bitcoin chart, which is sitting around 41,230, if we lose that level and close a candle below it on the daily, we can expect, I'm just going to get the bearish scenario out of the way, we can expect a push back down into this range. All right, that will most likely occur if we lose that 100 MA. That's how important this level is. Very important. We are literally stuck between a very strong or very important support range and an incredibly strong resistance. We're in a very small range here. So whichever way it goes, it will go aggressively in that direction. Taking a look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, while Bitcoin had that rejection on that 100-day moving average on the 4 hour, on that major horizontal resistance and the bull market support band, we actually had a retest and rejection of the ascending wedge. So this is our ascending wedge pattern here. We broke out of the ascending wedge, we actually retested here, and this could be a point of reversal where we continue back downwards. We have to keep in mind, of course, like I said, the trigger on this is going to be the horizontal resistance and the 100-day moving average to confirm that drop downwards. So in my eyes, it could kind of snail all over here a little bit. It could move sideways a little bit. I think Bitcoin will lead the market like usual. Altcoins are going to struggle a little bit while Bitcoin remains underneath this 400-day moving average on the daily. And a lot of their gains have been wiped off, even from this, you know, from this entire move upwards, they gained, and then this small little move over here, they kind of wiped off all those gains almost. So altcoins are kind of getting hammered a little bit over here, which is expected. So I hope that shines a little bit of light on what to expect for Bitcoin. We kind of summarized it very quickly today. Of course, if you have any questions so far, leave them down in the comments below. Up next, we're just going to go ahead and look at the technical indicators, talk about the probability of this playing out on the short term. We want to have a look at, you know, are we going to break out of this descending channel on the short term? But more importantly, we don't really care about that. We care about this horizontal resistance here. We care about that 42,130, 150 level. That is the important level to be concerned about. So let's go ahead and bring up some of our indicators, particularly the short-term indicators. And obviously the Gaussian channel is looking okay. We did have a breakout of the Gaussian channel here, and every time we push into the channel, we usually actually push upwards. We did have this instance over here, and very similarly, where we pushed upwards in, we broke above, we got rejected, we crashed back below, and we actually head back down below the Gaussian channel. It is rare to see that occur on the Gaussian channel. Usually you have clean breaks and clean swings, but in this instance, taking into consideration that this resistance zone was very similar, and we got a lot of resistance, that is definitely a possibility that we actually just reject from here, obviously from this descending wedge, and continue downwards into this wedge, losing $39,000 a game. Alright, obviously we've already had a look at the bull market support band on the daily. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. Of course, we had a nice retest of the bull market support band on the 4 hour, indicating the trend is in fact favorable. And we haven't actually seen the trend in this situation basically since, I would say here, since March. Because if we take a look, this entire time we've either pushed above and got rejected very quickly, or we've just downright been below the trend of the bull market support band. We are now in fact actually above the bull market support band. So as long as we remain above the bull market support band, this could definitely pick up some momentum and push upwards. It's just a matter of, do we break out of this channel and do we break this resistance, creating a nice little high from this point here, and then obviously pushing upwards to 44k. If that happens, incredibly bullish, very strong buy signal. A lot of altcoins would pop off and we'd be looking to aggressively enter a market. Again, not mega aggressive. Of course, we do need to break that $48,000 range on the daily, and I'm just going to bring that up for everyone who's new here. So the $48,000 range on the daily is actually our 200-day moving average, and our major zone we need to flip macro bullish. Here it is. There's our 200-day moving average. It is literally just touching this yellow line. Now it will most likely converge slightly downwards as time goes along, and probably end up around $47,000 in the next 2 weeks. Meaning that the price we need to get above will slowly adjust. All right. So keep an eye on the charts. Don't FOMO into anything yet. I'd be waiting for a breakout of this level here, and then I'd be looking to enter. My stop losses would be below this wedge once again. All right. Stay safe, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Quick update from me today, and I'll catch you in the next video.